Hi there. I've just started my holiday baking, and one of the first things I like to make is a little tray of Hello Dollies. And these are little squares with a bunch of topping on the top of them. Very easy to make, very quick to make. So it's a fun way to start and get in the festive spirit. And all I've got here is an 8 by 8 inch square baking tray that I've just lined with a piece of baking parchment. And in the bottom, I've already pressed 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs that I mixed with 4 tablespoons of melted butter. So I've already mixed that and pressed it in. Haven't cooked it yet. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and 180 degrees Celsius. So on top of this, we're just going to sprinkle a few more things, and that's kind of it. So you can obviously vary what you sprinkle over the top. My favorite stuff is some chocolate chips to start with. So these are semi-sweet chocolate chips. This is a 12-ounce package. So I am going to sprinkle these over the top, like that, kind of making a base. Now, I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to do some more afterwards. And then I'm going to sprinkle, I've got some walnuts here. Now, you don't need to use walnuts. You can use whatever kind of nut you like, sort of chopped up. And this is about half a cup or so of nuts. And I'm just sort of covering the bottom a little bit, really. There's no kind of right or wrong way, and that's the rest of that tin. So we'll just dump them all in. And then I've got some sweetened shredded coconut as well. And so that's about a cup as well. But again, I'm just going to sort of break this up over the top. And you can kind of just cover it with whatever you think looks right to you. If you want to do a bigger version of this, you can use a 9 by 13 inch pan as well. And I would just double the crumb recipe, so using 8 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 cups of the graham cracker crumbs. And then just add enough toppings sort of to cover like I'm doing. Like this. There we go. About a cup. And then I'm just going to sprinkle, I like some more chocolate chips on top. There we go. The rest of the bag. And again, just spreading those out over the top. Perfect. And then to seal this, I've got 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Just there. And so the easiest, I love this little gadget. It's a little spiky tool that I remember using as a kid to open tins of juice. So I use this to just to open my tin and drizzle over the top. So you just pop this in and press down, and it makes a hole, and then you do the other side to let the air so it drizzles a little bit better. And then that's what you would do with your what you used to do with your juice cans. Anyway, so I'm just going to drizzle the whole can over the top. Nothing fancy. If you don't have one of those little gadgets, just use a tin opener. I like that by using this little thing, you get a little drizzle easier. So I can just go back and forwards over the top of the whole pan to make sure that this is all nicely covered. So I'm just going to keep doing that until my tin is empty. There we go. So I've got it all covered with the sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to pop this into my 350 Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius oven for about 30 minutes, and the top will go all nice and golden brown, at which point I will take it out, pop it onto a wire rack to cool, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is my finished Hello Dolly bars, and I've taken them out of the oven, put it onto a wire rack, and let it cool for, well, till it came down to room temperature. And then I've taken it out, so it's much easier to lift out of the tin with the pieces of parchment. I had to make sure that it was loosened from the sides before I did that. And so now you just need to cut it up. I tend to cut this, being an 8 by 8, into 16 squares. So kind of half, 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 and then half, half, half again. So let me just cut this up so you can see what it looks like all the way through. go. And I'll just pick up one of these here. And so that is your lovely finished Hello Dolly. You've got your lovely graham cracker crust on the bottom, and then you've got your layers of chocolate and coconut and walnuts. I've chosen walnuts with your lovely gooey sweetened condensed milk over the top of it. They're absolutely gorgeous, and it's definitely tough to eat just one of them. So that's my quick sort of first thing I tend to make when I start my holiday baking. One of my favorites, very, very easy to do. Please give it a try. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please do give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to see what else I'm up to. Thanks again.